Yes, Mr. Chairman, look, I know that you gave me £1 million to spend, but, I just don't want to waste it on the wrong player. No, sir, I assure you, those are just rumours. I am not spending the transfer budget on myself. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 8, Episode 3 here at H&W Welders on the Impossible Dream as we look to try and win a European trophy with this Northern Irish club. And today we have the second leg of our Europa Conference League third round qualifying tie. We are 4-2 up after our magnificent performance in Croatia, so hopefully we'll be able to see that through. If we do, we'll play the first leg of the final qualifying round. If we don't, we'll all be very disappointed and play Crusaders in the league. Well, I mean, the news since last episode is kind of there is no news. We still haven't signed anybody despite having the £1 million to spend. I know there was a few of you in the comments and on the Discord sort of saying, where are the signings? Because we do have money to spend. Basically, we're just, I don't know, we're just still scouting. If you look at this at the staff, we have 6 scouts. So, I mean, we have good scouts. We are scouting players as like silly people. We can see we've got another player there that we're looking at. I mean, the problem is just trying to find the right players as much as anything else. Now, you are someone that's new and available, but we don't need another right winger. So, I mean, we are looking, we're trying to find players, we're getting players in on trial as well. And there's just not really anything that I think massively improves this. I mean, even this guy, is he 88% by the scouts? He wouldn't be as good as Luca Hall. He would be a decent option, though he can't really tackle. There's a lot of players that are like this. They're maybe a little bit better than what we have, but they're not sort of stand out, oh, we have to have this guy kind of players. So I don't just want to sign players for the sake of signing them and then end up with a squad full of players that are going to be slightly more or slightly overpaid than what we would want to pay them. Have a difficult time then offloading them to either other Northern Irish teams or just anywhere else. We'll end up having to eat their wages, and I really don't want that to be the case. So I am trying to show some patience here. We still have, about 3 weeks to go before the window closes, so there will be some players coming in. It's just a matter of, as I say, just kind of trying to find the right ones. But anyway, let's check in on what's going on the field. Now, of course, we lost our opening game in the Premiership season against Larne. The second game we had was against Carrick Rangers. So let's go see how we did in that one. We took a first half lead when Melvin Lambert got on the end of a clearance. Cargbo made it 2-0 just after half-time, before Carrick Rangers got a late consolation to ensure a nervy few minutes. So there we go, we did get the win away from home. Again, it was more of a second string team. Now, this wasn't actually how we played. Baxter, I think him and Murray switched. We might have even played a flat 3 in midfield. I can't remember, to be honest, but Baxter didn't play up there. But Melvin Lambert showed that he can finish. Cargbo, I didn't know he could score a free kick like that. Wonderful stuff. And a good win, although a little bit of a nervy finish at the end there when they did pull one back. But it was so late on that it was okay in the end. We got there, and that is the main thing. So that means if we look at the league table, we are 1 win, 1 loss from our 2 games. Which isn't ideal, but early days, there's time to recover that in the league. We have got our League Cup second round tie. We're against Armagh City. I've pronounced that incorrectly. They are, I believe, a championship club. So we should, it doesn't matter, of course, we'll put a second string team in anyway. But at home, we should be able to beat them, you would imagine. But right now, it is all about this one. It is the third qualifying round, second leg against Osijek. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here. And we can see that we're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. And this is the team that we're sending out. We're more or less going with the same 11. Wilson is close. He's only 2 days away. I'm kind of betting on the fact that King did okay last time. We should be fine without him. So Taylor goes in goal. McCulloch, Sobowale, Williams, and Hall as the back four. McQuaid and Willis in midfield. King, Simpson, and Fitzpatrick in behind McDade. And, let's see if we can get through. Alright, so we can see the team sheets there. I don't recognise any names from last time. There's a lot of itches there again, so I'm going to assume it's roughly the same. Now, it looks as though they're coming out in sort of a narrow diamond here against us on this occasion. Now, that, of course, makes me wonder if we want to have a DM in. Don't allow complacency to sneak in here, boys. We've just got to go out there, win the game on the night, and that will be fine. Of course, if they're playing narrow, that means if we have wingers, there should be space in wide areas for us. So we'll keep an eye on how that is developing as the game goes on. And we've got a bit of early defending to do here. Now, what we don't want is for them to pull back an early goal. Now, 4 away goals is brilliant, but we only had a 2-goal winning margin. But that would mean they need to score 3. They'll need to win 3-0 at least to put us out. So the longer we can keep this scoreless, obviously, the better it is. And, well, they're finding a little bit too much space through the middle there. That is some very nice passing. And we are 1-0 down. And, well, that is not ideal, is it? Let's try this. Yeah, now they haven't played this formation previously, so we didn't set up for it because we didn't know they were going to play it. Williams just dropped off a little bit, didn't he? Jay Williams. He dropped off and then kind of got caught out. So not a good start. 4-3 on aggregate. Let's give them some encouragement. They're looking uninterested because we're winning on aggregate, aren't we? So I shouldn't have done that. Yeah. We are without Baxter as well. He's picked up a bit of an injury. I think it's 5 or 6 weeks, so it's not ideal. I'm just not getting these shouts right today, am I? It's not, yeah, so he will be back relatively soon, but we're going to be without him. It just means we're another midfielder down now. What we don't want is for them to pull back another goal here, and they've gone over the bar. I mean, they're outplaying us again, aren't they? I wonder if we can get to half-time here, and I wonder if what we need to do is actually look to exploit the wide areas of the field a little bit more. What do I say? I'm not happy. I mean, the performance on the night has not been great. What we have done in training since the first leg was we've worked on defensive setup. Just trying... Oh, what have I done there? Just trying to make sure that we were going to be defensively solid. Now, that hasn't necessarily played out, has it? But we will look to exploit the flanks here and see if that works for us. And we just need to be a little bit better in general, don't we? Hopefully, if we've got a bit of a rocket up them at halftime there, what we don't want is another goal early in the second half. We can see that early in the first half, and thankfully for us, they cannot score from a corner or a free kick. Although they did get 2 in the first leg, so maybe I need to be careful what I'm saying. All right, another highlight. Can we win this, please? King is there, he's missed it, but Hall will get behind him and clean up his mess. Here we go, Williams. Maybe owes us for the first goal. Definitely was, his defensive shape wasn't brilliant, was it? Too far behind the rest of his teammates. Here we go with King. Got a goal in the first leg, of course. Nice crossfield ball. Look at that for Fitzpatrick. Does he have a finish? I tell you what, he hasn't missed that ball, has he? He's drawn a very good save out of the goalkeeper, but it was a save. Fitzpatrick with a corner. It's headed away. Sobowale will pick it up. Fitzpatrick is still in space. We do look to have a bit more of a threat playing in these wide areas, don't we? Some nervous players there. If we could get a goal, it would really, really help things, wouldn't it? Hull getting forward. Can he get across? And he goes back for Simpson. Simpson. Ball in. McDade is there. McDade is onside, and McDade levels it up on the night. It's 5-3 on aggregate. And they need 3 goals again. Because they would need to win 4-1, which would put them ahead on aggregate, but it would also, of course, cancel out all of our away goals. It must have been very close to offside. It's a wonderful ball in, isn't it? Teasing ball in. The defenders didn't know whether to get it. The goalkeeper didn't know whether to come. And in the end, oh, I tell you what, Fitzpatrick could have ruined that for us. But McDade just about stayed onside and headed us level. That could be the goal that kills their spirit. Let's hope so anyway. Let's praise them again. And after a nervy first half, a nervy start to the second half, that is looking as though it has killed off their spirit. So excellent stuff. We will be going into the 4th qualifying round. We are 90 minutes times 2, or 180 minutes, away from going back into the group stage of this competition. Well done to McDade. He's given us a nice relaxing end to that one. Well done, boys. That was very nice. We've beaten the Croatian side. Although the performance on the night wasn't great, and perhaps I shouldn't have been quite so praising of them. But anyway, we've got there in the end. A little bit more money in the bank, and it's Sigma Omelek. Now, they are Czech side, aren't they, that we've got in the 4th qualifying round. They're a 3-star reputation club. Their key player is a 19-year-old midfielder, so that's not great. Let's give him a quick scout. And, well, we're going to be back for the first leg of that tie. So I'll play through Crusaders, and then we will come back, and we've got some junior coaching increase as well, so that's excellent. So I'll play through Crusaders. We'll go show you the highlights of that, and then we'll be back to face Sigma Omelek in the first leg. Okay, welcome back. Now, of course, there is no game against Crusaders. That's after this one. We had a free week, so I'm an idiot, basically. But a little bit to catch you up on, and some big news as well. The youth facility upgrade has been complete, so that's good news. We now have a below-average youth facility, so we'll continue to improve that where we can. Hopefully, if we get through this tie, back in the group stage, back with that money, that will be a very nice thing for us indeed in terms of development off the field. And we've made a signing. So let's have a look at our new signing. It is Anthony O'Hare. Now, this one came from our Director of Football. Now, you may remember our Director of Football is absolute quality. So this is one that he found. We signed him from, where did we sign him from? Colchester, ball-winning midfielder. I think this is exactly the sort of player that we wanted, to be honest. You can see the fee there up front was just under $8,000 with a little bit of an add-on there as well. £500 a week he's on as a squad player, which is good. Game's deciding where it wants to look. So yeah, that's good because that means we don't have to play him. He's not going to be upset if he's not playing every week. You can see all the other bonuses that I've offered there as well. Let's have a look and see what we've signed. And he's exactly the sort of player I think we wanted. Someone that can go and sit in there, be a defensive midfielder for us if we need to close down games. Now, he's not perfect, obviously. We're Wolf Welders. We're not, we're not a big European team. But what I do like about him physically, very, very well-rounded indeed. He can tackle, he can pass, he's got good teamwork, good determination, concentration is good. So yeah, I think all round he's as I said, exactly the sort of player we were looking for. And at 21, Northern Irish, he's almost perfect for what we were looking for. So he played a little bit in League One last year, not too much. I mean, there's a reason we've got him and we've got him cheap. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm relatively excited about what this guy could do for us. So yeah, happy to get him in. And we finally made an actual signing as well, which is nice. All right, so let's go have a look and see what we're doing here against was it Sigma Omelek? We're expecting a 4-2-3-1, though in reality, we don't actually know what we're going to get from them. This is a team we're sending out. Now, it is away from home. We would like to get some more away goals, and it is more or less the same team as well. So Taylor in goal, McCulloch, Sobowale, Williams, and Hall as the back four. McQuaid and Wilson midfield. Wilson is back fit and in the starting lineup. It's really, really exciting to see what he can offer us. It's going to be Simpson and Fitzpatrick with McDade up top. We do have the new boy on the bench. You can see he hasn't come in the best shape. Match sharpness isn't really there, and he's tired as well. But if we need to close down the game late on, then we might look to bring him off the bench. Otherwise, Kagbo's there, as is King has dropped back onto the bench, and it's a good team. It's the best team we've had probably ever. Let's see if we can get a result in the Czech Republic. Okay, and we can see the lineups there. I don't recognize any names, but that's unsurprising. 8 years in the future, these are probably all regens, the ones that aren't grayed out. All right, what do we say to this? We're the underdogs. Good luck, lads. Go out there, pull off an upset. I think I prefer that. In away from home, it's a little bit like the game in Croatia, where we just want to get away goals, as many as we can. You know, and if we do that, then hopefully we'll be able to hang on at home. I would imagine, Czech teams are usually okay, but usually it's the two super clubs from Prague, isn't it? Slavia and Sparta. The rest of the Czech teams aren't always the best in Europe. Here we go with McDade. He's already gone past one. He has a shot, but he whips it across the face of goal. And no such luck there as an early goal for us. Let's give him some encouragement. Yeah, so if we can win this, it will mean we're back into the group stage, which would obviously be brilliant. But we need to obviously get there first. Not too much going on. We did work on defensive football again. Let's see if we can get this away. We can. Taylor claimed for the cameras that one. Well, we've got 28 minutes gone here. Taylor gets it long, early, looking for Wilson. It's the first time we've seen him in action properly. Can he get a cross in? Oh, he's gone straight past Wilson. Oh! The save just didn't quite fall for Fitzpatrick. Wilson goes across to take the corner. Back post, headed away. McQuaid should pick that up. Club captain, of course, now, William McQuaid. Goes back for Hull. And that ends the highlight. Oh, come on, boys. Come on. It's not going quite as well as it did against the Croatians, is it? We've got a corner to defend. Ball in. It is away, just about. Sobowale gets it away. Willis goes to close down the Czech player. And can he get a tackle in? Willis, he can't. It's back post. It's blocked away. It's hit the post. We are massively riding our luck here. Now, one thing we were doing is exploiting the flanks because they were quite narrow. Let's get rid of that and see if that helps us at all. Now, we do have Cargbo on the bench. Obviously, that is an option for us. What do we say to... I'm going to say not happy. Do we need to change anything? Let's leave it for now and see where this takes us. One thing I am considering is bringing on King, switching King and Wilson to inverted wingers. Oh, there's a header, and it's Jay Williams. He cost us a goal against the Croatians. He's paid it back against the Czechs. It's an away goal as well, which is absolutely massive. And early in the second half, Fitzpatrick has delivered a peach of a ball in, and Williams, what a header that is, leaping over his defender and sticking it in the back of the net. Wonderful stuff. All right, Taylor goes short for Sobowale. I've got a cat hair up my nose, so apologies for that. All right, come on, Williams. Let's not stuff this up, please, boys. Gets it long early, looking for Wilson. Nice header down there for Willis. Willis crossfield ball for McDade. If he's onside, he's in, and he's stuck it away. And Aaron McDade makes it 2 goals in as many minutes, and we have come out on fire in this second half. Much, much better for us. We just needed to tell him off at half-time. Wilson, look at this. This is a wonderful little knockdown, isn't it? Perfectly in the pass to Willis. Willis with a great ball for McDade. I'd love to see how close that was to offside. McDade sticks it away because that's what he does. But how close was he to offside, and who was playing him on? Oh, it's very, very... It's bang, bang, isn't it? Could easily have gone either way, that one. Let's give them some more praise. And I don't think we need to worry about changing too much right now because we're looking quite good here. We've got some defending to do. Ball in. Can we get that away? We cannot. We'll say Taylor had it covered, but... Let's be honest. He was scrambling, wasn't he? We'll keep praising them. Simpson's not having his best game as a number 10. Willis was on a booking. Okay, so we might take him off. We'll get Murray on. And here we go. Ball forward. Wilson. Forward there for Simpson. McQuaid is in space. He finds him. Forward to Fitzpatrick. McCulley goes on the overlap. Can McQuaid find him? He can. Can McCulley get a cross in? It's Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick with a sided goal. But it's a weak finish, isn't it? And Kovac is there to make a relatively simple save. Highlight continues. Sobowale wins it, but only as far as... Oh, Hull. That's not the best. It's not the best. It's an absolute shambles, and it's 2-1. Oh dear. That is not what we needed. Ball forward. Hull. Oh, he didn't win it. And Williams just caught on his heels, wasn't he? Didn't attack it. And there's signs this season already in Europe that Williams is not quite good enough. And we've got a kick-off highlight. Can we make them pay for that? Or is it going to be a case of throwing it all away late on? Here we go with Fitzpatrick unleashing. And sending it wide. Let's give them a demand more, perhaps. That hasn't worked. To be honest, at this point, I'll be happy just to get out of this with a 2-1 win. McCulley with a throw. Heathered away. Murray is there. Yes, he is. Ball forward for McCulley. Can he get a cross in? It's there for Wilson. McDade. Back to Wilson. Oh! Both of the wingers have... they've had their side at goal, haven't they? We've still got 2 minutes to go in stoppage time. McCulley picks up a bit of a loose free kick for McQuaid. Forward to Fitzpatrick. Do we have one more moment of quality? Ball. Oh, no, McQuaid can't quite win it. He's not the best in the air. And what we don't want to do is get this level at 2-2 Taylor makes a, well, relatively simple save, I think, in the end. Is that the highlight? There's still about 90 seconds to go here. Ball forward to Fitzpatrick. Goes back to McCulloch. McQuaid. Forward for Fitzpatrick. Can he get... No, just runs out of play and... Well, it's a bit of a silly highlight, really, isn't it? Come on, boys. Don't throw this all away late on. McCulloch is there. It's not a booking, is it? No. And this has the feel of a bit of an end-the-game highlight, doesn't it? Zamburik with a throw. McCulloch is there again. Get in behind him, which isn't ideal. Can he recover? Ball in, back post. Hall does enough. It's a weak header. And that is... Well, it really has just petered out. It's an old-fashioned end-of-game highlight, isn't it? Fitzpatrick with a knockdown for McDade. Forward for Wilson. It's overhit again. Is it Wilson will keep it in? He's got good pace about him. Can he get the cross in? Block behind for a corner, and that will do it. It's another win on the road, but not as convincing. Half as convincing, actually, wasn't it, as the Croatia game, because it's only 2-1. We'll take it. It's better than it could have been, but definitely a nervy second leg ahead. So there we go. Wolf Welders hold firm to deny Sigma Omelek. We've got Ferguson looking at Wilson for the next Northern Irish squad. He would have liked what he saw at times there. And, well, we've got Crusaders coming up in a day's time, which is not ideal. But, guys, that will do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we are now 90 minutes away from the group stage of the Europa Conference League. So that is, well, it's both exciting and terrifying, isn't it? We have got our draw for the County Antrim Shield at home to Ards, one of the teams that we faced in the Championship, of course. I believe they are still there as well. So that is, well, it is what it is. But yeah, that will do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, as I said, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think in the comments. Will we be able to see off this Czech Republic side in the second leg? That's what we'll be back for next episode. We'll come straight back for Crusaders in the league, then Sigma Omelek at home in the second leg. And, well... we're not going to have a signing for Crusaders. We might have one or two for Sigma, but they won't be able to play anyway, will they, because of squad registration. I'm rambling, guys. Take care.